play good transition defense, and that seemed to be an issue tonight. What was it about Connecticut's defense that you thought gave your group issues?
I don't really think it was Connecticut defense. I thought we didn't move the basketball. We didn't see the defense. We just tried to swing the basketball without seeing the defense, and they were able to step in the passing lane. They were a little bit aggressive at the end by trapping and hedging and stuff like that, but overall, I just thought it was us. We didn't match their energy. We didn't come out ready to play basketball. We didn't throw the first punch. They threw the first punch, and unfortunately, we can't win. We can't beat Connecticut only having 11 assists. We have to move the basketball. We have to move the basketball. We have to rebound the basketball. We have to play inside out. We got to make sure that we understand what has gotten us where we are today, and that's playing inside out. There's no way we can win with Tierra only taking 6 shots. All right, we got to pound the ball inside, and then we play inside out. But we have 2 days to kind of fix that and walk through and watch film and correct some things.
Was there anything specifically you saw from Tierra that either Connecticut was doing to limit her or she wasn't able to do to kind of get herself established?
Well, I think it's what we didn't do as a team. We didn't get her involved early. She had a couple post-ups and high-low. We missed those, 4 or 5 of those off the top of my head I'm thinking about. But we just got to be more aggressive. We got to understand that we can get a jump shot at any time. You know, we got to really make that defense move because they take pride in their defense, and we have to take pride in our offense and as far as moving the basketball and getting easy shots.
All right, we're going to start with Rafiq. Go ahead and ask your question.
This is Rafiq with Nothing But That Sports Talk. I want to get your thoughts on Santu Sabali's half-court shot in the second quarter.
It was nice. She made it, you know. So, but it was good to have her back on the court. She made a couple threes, which is good for us. So it was good to have her with us. So.
And how much are you missing Enrique Gumawawe since she's not going to be playing?
All-star. She's an all-star. She's the leading scorer on our team. But we only can focus on the people that we have here. She's here with us, supporting us, but she's not on court with us. We have won games without Enrique, big games without Enrique, and we have to win. We got to come on Sunday and put up a better fight and win the game on Sunday so we can keep our season alive.
Appreciate the insight. Good luck.
Thank you.
Next, we're going to go to Dorothy Gentry. Go ahead and ask your question, Dorothy.
Hi, Coach. What did you tell the team tonight after the game in the locker room? And then what will you tell them heading into Sunday? And then having another opportunity, what are your thoughts there? Because last year, the season would have been done, but you have another opportunity. So what do you take from that as far as being positive?
Well, the first thing I told my team is I didn't recognize our team tonight. Mm-hmm. We went back to our old habits, complaining, not taking accountability, looking at ourselves first. So we have to change that first. That's the most important thing. And then we have to play together as a team. And we got to trust that we're good enough as a team. But if we think we can do it individually and beat Connecticut, it's not going to happen. The only way we're going to do this, we have to do it as a team. And they have to trust the defensive schemes and the offensive schemes. And they have to execute the defense and the offensive game plan. My coaching staff has spent many hours watching film. And so we have to be disciplined and we have to be consistent in what we do. And there's no excuses. There's no excuses. Do what we ask them to do, and everything else will be fine.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Dorothy. Next, we're going to go to Peter Warren.
Hey, Coach. What happened there in the third quarter was Connecticut's 13-0 run that sort of blew the game wide open.
Well, they was aggressive. We had some turnovers. They got out in transition early. We allowed our defense. It should never happen. So it should never happen. Our defense should dictate everything. They don't score, we don't score. You know what I'm saying? But we allow missed shots, missed opportunity to prevent us from getting back in transition, closing out long, being on the nail, doing our team defense. We can't win like that. There's no way we can win like that. So we got to go back to detail, paying attention to detail, and doing the little things from the beginning to the end of the game.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Peter. We're going to end with Christos. Christos, go ahead and ask your question.
Hello, Coach. Hope you're doing well. Going to the game 2 of the series, what is your biggest concern from game 1? What would you like to improve overall?
I think our energy and our effort, and also playing together as a team. That's the biggest thing for me. Playing together as a team and believing in each other and holding each other accountable in the right way and executing on both sides of the basketball. That's what I want to see. I want to see the team that I saw in LA, the team that I saw versus Las Vegas, Chicago, New York, that team, the team that came back and won the game versus Indiana in overtime because they had a belief, they played together, and they believed that we could win. That's what I want. I want to see that team on Sunday.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Focus, and we were locked in with our defensive schemes. I thought we played with great energy, and I think when we're best is when we have great balance. And when you look at our shot distribution, we had great shot distribution amongst players, so we didn't get stuck playing through one action or one person tonight. And it was an overall great team effort, and really proud of it, and told them to enjoy it, but we got to get back to work. I have great respect for Dallas and their coaching staff, and this is a talented team. We had a big margin of victory in one game this year, but they won the regular season series, so it doesn't matter how much you win by. This is a series, and we'll get back to work again tomorrow after enjoying a really nice game 1 win.
Questions? Alexa? Hi, Kurt. Obviously, Jonquil did a lot of great things out there tonight, but her defense against Tiara McCowan, only limiting her to 6 shots. What did you like about what you saw from her and everyone else, too, inside the paint to make things difficult for McCowan?
Yeah, I think it was real obvious from the tip. JJ was really involved and engaged, playing hard and playing with a bunch of energy and fast twitch in short areas. For Tiara to play nearly 30 minutes and only get 6 shots is a credit to JJ, Breezy, but everybody contributes with dominant low post players. You have to have good ball pressure. You got to try to disrupt them so the timing, those passes are off target, off timing, and maybe it's harder to get catches. So impressive that we held her to 6 shot attempts. Those big 3, as we're calling Mabry, Gray, and McCowan, during this stretch of their really talented August, their really successful August, in 6-2 in their last 8, in their wins, those big 3 are scoring, pushing towards 60 points a game, 58 points a game. In their losses, they've been held under 40, and tonight we held those big 3 to 35 points. It was a big part of our hope, and our players went out there and accomplished that. And a lot of it had to do with keeping Tiara's shot attempts down and then keeping Mabry off the foul line. You know, she's a really good 3-point shooter, and she goes to the foul line in the month of August about 5 times a game. So, we really tried to stay in place with Marina tonight. So proud of our group.
Mila?
Kurt, you guys went on a 13-0 run in that third quarter. Didn't let them any closer than 15 points after that. Just what did you like about how you guys were able to just kind of stay on the gas and not let them back into the game and closing this out?
Yeah, the game certainly is going to have runs, and they started off the third quarter and got it to single digits, and you wondered where the game was teetering. When we lost here to them in the regular season, we had a disappointing third quarter. So we talked about one of our own, and it put the game out of reach, gave us some comfort, and allowed us to get starters out of the game. So with the exception of Alyssa, no one played 30 minutes tonight. So again, an important run that gave us some breathing room in that fourth quarter.
Thanks, Isla. We'll go to Jacqueline.
Hey, Kurt, you said in the past that it's hard to beat a team twice in a row.
Yeah, Dallas and us aren't going to stray from who we are. We both got to get back to work. There's going to be the film for both teams. Dallas is going to go back to who they are, and they're going to try to do it better. We were better for 2 hours tonight. That doesn't win the series. We're going to find on film that we made more mistakes than we feel right now, because we feel good about a 25-point win. But when you go back and watch the film, there's going to be some areas where we need to clean up also. So this is when coaches go to work. We go home and don't put our feet up. We go and don't get much sleep and start to work these next 48 hours to get ready for a really important game on Sunday.
And then just 25 assists on 37 made field goals. What do you think about that part of the game?
Yeah, we struggled. I felt like we weren't getting any points in the paint. I was concerned. We kept attacking. We stayed committed to trying to get points in the paint. And all of a sudden, we end up with mid-50s, and got going in transition, got going in our half-court game in the paint, and we shared it. We shared the basketball tonight, and we're best when we have that balance. We best when we're sharing it, and I really felt that tonight. There was great effort to, try to get people touches and not take what they gave us.
Keila?
Hey, Kurt, I just wanted to get your thoughts on how you guys defended Marina Mabry tonight. Obviously, with Enrique out, if they're going to win, she's going to play a big role in it. So it seems like you guys were able to frustrate her a little bit. So I just wanted to get your thoughts on what you thought about that.
Yeah, I thought we did a great job staying in place. She is an elite scorer. She's a great player. We're not going to shut her out. She's going to get points, but can we get her to shoot under 40% from the field like she did tonight? Can we keep her off the foul line? Can we just try to frustrate her? And in Marina plays with so much passion, and sometimes that passion, she'll go score 30. Tonight I felt like we got some disruption, and for us to hold a player like that under 40% from the field is a successful night for us.
Thanks. We'll go on Zoom with Rafiq.
This is Rafiq with Nothing But That Sports Talk. Your team managed to get like 10 steals in tonight's victory. How helpful will that be going into game 2?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Rafiq, what analytics will tell you in the month of August or in their last 8 games when they're 6-2, one of the things that they've done so well is not turn it over. So that was a big point of emphasis. Could we create some turnovers tonight? Could we create some disruption? And again, some of it was self-inflicted. Some of it, hopefully, our defense gets the credit for flying around and playing really hard. That second unit played really hard. Odyssey Sims played hard. Proud of the group tonight.
Appreciate the insight. Good luck.
Thank you.
Ned?
Kurt, did Odyssey get hit in the eye or over the eye, and how is she doing?
She just became ill. She didn't get hit. She is that what you were talking about at the end?
It was late. She was holding her eye and ran out.
Yeah, she became sick to her stomach.
We'll go to Drew Ivory on Zoom.
Hey, Coach. Just wanted to ask you about the play of Dejanay tonight. She was a good spark off your bench, 13 points in 18 minutes. Just wanted you to talk about her play tonight.
Yeah, she's so dynamic in transition. If we can get stops and get out in transition, she's really hard to stop in the open floor. And so I thought she did a really nice job, transitioning from defense to offense like she always does. She's a locomotive going down there. She's really hard to stop. If we can get the spacing that we need, she can really get downhill. And she's best when she can get into that paint and get downhill. And tonight, she found those opportunities. She's fearless. I love it at times. She takes, at times I think she takes on 3 people at a time at times. And I tell her that just be patient. You're going to get your one-on-one opportunities. But she is, when she can get going downhill, she is really talented around the basket.
Thank you.
Last question, we'll go with Christos on Zoom.
Hello, Coach. Congratulations on the win, first of all. Speaking about Alyssa Thomas, what makes her so effective and so good on the floor on both ends?
Well, first, it's her effort. I've never been around someone that's as consistent with her effort, her passion to play. Then what I have the privilege of being around every single day is she's elite basketball smart. She sees things before they happen. She really understands the game. So that combination of effort, basketball IQ makes her really special. Then it's the versatility. We know that she's got some limitations on shooting range and with her shoulders, and all that's well documented. But there's no one in this league that plays harder. There's no one, zero. There's no one in this league that's more versatile defensively that can guard more positions than her. I go back to an anonymous blog site that surveyed all the GMs in this league, and with that group, the coaches and GMs who are around these players, Alyssa Thomas got 3 times the amount of votes for Defensive Player of the Year than anyone else in this league. She is an elite defender.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Thanks.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
We'll get started in the room once they get set down. And since there's more than one player, please address the question to the player you'd like to answer, or please say you'd like to move on.
Evening, this is for either of you two. Third quarter, when they got on that run, what did you see them doing well? What did you think you guys were not doing as well?
I think they did a good job of just when they turned us over, they scored us. I said multiple times that we just need second and third ever. We did a good job of just stopping the first option or like stopping the first initial play, but it was on the back end that hurt us really bad.
Either of you could answer this, but Coach was saying that she didn't recognize the team that was out there tonight. I don't know if you all agree with that or have a reaction, but how do you get back to that identity of the team that she knows to be true for the next game?
The biggest thing is we just got to come together and play what got us here. Tonight we only had 11 assists, and that's bad for us. Normally, when we average 20 more assists, we come out with a win. So I'll say we just got to come together and play together.
Anybody else in the room? I feel pretty powerful on the microphone. Andrew, go ahead.
All right, first we're going to go to Rafiq. Rafiq, go ahead and ask your question.
This is a question for Satu Sapali. I want to talk to you about that.
Hey, Rafiq, Satu's not out here tonight.
I apologize. I want to get your thoughts on having Satu Sapali back on the court tonight. I apologize.
What did he say? What did he say? Say the question again, sorry.
I said, I want to get your thoughts on having Sancho Sabally back on the court and how helpful will it be going into game 2?
It's great. It's great to have her back. Always just missing a piece of our team it sucks, but she's finally back. She does a good job just spacing on the floor, picking pops. I can't tell too much of her secret or tea because we might need to use it next game, but it's good to have her back and just have almost a full team.
Sorry about that. Good luck.
All right, next we're gonna go to Peter Warren. Peter, go ahead and ask your question.
Hey, this is for either one of you. How can you guys as a team work to get the ball to Tiara more and make her just more comfortable through the flow of the game on offense and defense?
The biggest thing, we just got to feed T the ball. Tonight she only had 6 shot attempts. That's not ideal for her. She's a big part of offense and what gets us going. And a lot of times when we win the games, she's a big key in what we do. So, this game we just got to get T more involved in the offense and give her the ball and let her go to work.
And did you guys feel there was a nervous energy from the team today?
I don't think we had a nervous energy. I think we came out ready to play. They just put together a great game, and we kind of backtracked a little bit, but we're ready for the next game.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Next, we're going to go to Drew Ivory.
This question is for Alicia. Alicia, you've had playoff experience in the past, and usually it's a one-and-done situation, but you have a second chance this time. How important is that, and what are your first thoughts about, changing things?
It's good. It gives us another chance to come out and compete. Last year it was one and done, and it's a good thing because you can have a bad game one night and then come out and have a great game the next. So, the biggest thing is just going to come together, practice, regroup, and be better prepared for next game.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, everyone.
Alrighty, we have John Paul Jones and Alyssa Thomas. Please just raise your hand if you have a question for either of them, please. Jenna will find you. Ned?
Hello, congratulations. The third quarter, when you guys started to get on that run, what did you think you guys were doing a little bit better than before at that juncture?
We just wanted to come up with the same intensity that we started the game with. Third quarters for the regular season for us have been kind of an area where we kind of didn't come out as strong as we would have wanted to. Mm-hmm. So we kind of wanted to make sure that we put an emphasis on that and that we, just run that playoff intensity.
Mm-hmm. AT, kind of an offbeat question for you. Third quarter, got a rebound, threw a deep pass down to Natisha. Just talk a bit about that play because you were smirking the whole time as you did that.
It's a normal play for me. Saw her wide open, saw she had the advantage, and just let it go.
That was your best pass in several years here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Myla? JJ, you guys were able to limit Tiara McCowan to, 6 shots. Just what was working there in terms of limiting her on defense?
Yeah, just the game plan. Just the game plan. I'm not going to talk too much about it because we got to play them again, but the game plan was working.
And then just, for, either you guys or both of you guys, just kind of, what was the just energy level and excitement for a team just being back in the postseason and really just wanting to not let them back into, the game and just kind of really build that lead with that?
We're locked in. We're focused. We know what playoffs is all about. Everyone's talking about how they beat us in the regular season, but those games don't matter. It's all about how you finish. And, they're coming into our house. We're hungry. We're ready. And it's a dogfight out there.
Alexa? Either of you could answer this, but the defense as a whole really seemed like Kurt was happy with it and forcing so many turnovers, getting Dallas uncomfortable and only holding them to 11 assists. What can you say was working really well from the unit as a whole?
I think that's it right there, the unit as a whole. I think, we've had games where AT has gone off defensively. We've had games where Breezy has, been really good defensively, just individuals, but as a whole, it's been a while since we've actually come together as a team and put together like a solid defensive game for the entirety of the game. And so I think that was the biggest difference. Everybody was locked in on what they had to do. The game plan was hammered into our heads, so we knew exactly what we needed to do, and it worked, and everybody did their job.
Jacqueline? This is for either of you. You guys shared the ball really well tonight, and Kurt said, that balance is a really important part of the game. Could you talk about that togetherness and kind of how you approach that part and making that key?
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of people that can score the ball, but we're an unselfish team. We know that we can get easy shots when we move the ball against them, and no shot has to be tough. We know that we can get a lot of uncontested, easy layups when we move the ball, and we're all willing to do that and sacrifice, and it's just a lot of fun out there.
Any other questions? Ned?
What happened with the hand?
It's taped up.
Fair enough.
I'm going to take some questions on the Zoom. Christos?
Hello, ladies. Congratulations on the win. Question for both of you. What kind of statement for you was not only the win, but the 40-minute effort on both ends?
I think it was just, one game. And, we're happy with the level that we played at. We're happy with the intensity that we played at. But ultimately, the playoffs is about, winning more than one game. It's about a series. And so, like I said, we're happy with that effort, but we're not satisfied.
Thank you very much.
Rafiq?
This is Rafiq with Nothing But Sports Talk. This is a question for John Cole Jones. You shot 5 for 10 points, scoring 19 points. How important will it be to score at least 50% from the field going into game 2?
I mean, I'm not really going in there like I got to shoot 50%, but, just being aggressive and, just playing my game.
Appreciate the insight. Good luck.
Thank you.
Any other questions? All right, thank you.
Good night.